You're watching Bloodstock TV, and I am sitting here with Bill and Brann from Mastodon. How are you doing, guys?
Great. How are you?
I'm
Doing
very,
great.
very well. Hot today. Very, very hot one.
It's nice. It's nice for a
This
change.
is
Not too
kind
bad.
of your normal Atlanta sort of climate, I
It's
believe.
a little cooler than our normal Atlanta climate at this time of year,
okay.
so we'll take it.
We'll take
And
it.
anything without buckets of rain being dropped on
Mud
us or the
that
fans.
disgusting shit.
Yeah,
Is,
we've been there, done that.
Yeah, this is a win right here,
Excellent.
weather-wise.
Well, look, I want to just start off straight away by let's just talk about this amazing Black Sabbath show back to the beginning that you guys took part in. I was lucky enough to be there, and it was it was a near religious experience.
Absolutely.
So look, just let's go from the start there. When did you know about that, and how far in advance did you have to keep this under lock and key and weren't allowed to say a thing about it?
It's probably about 6 months, I think, before.
Right.
I think we were part. Maybe there was like an original like 6 bands that were chosen or whatever before some other bands got added later. And so we got an email asking about it, if we were interested. And first it was like, "Are you sure? And you sure you don't have the wrong
Wrong
people
band.
or something?" But no, our manager actually joked that it was the fastest reply that they had ever gotten from us collectively.
Wow.
As a
We
band.
replied
Usually-
like I think 0.10 seconds before they actually asked us to do it. We had already replied yes.
That's
We were up for that.
incredible.
But yeah, it was it's the honor of a
Oh
lifetime.
yeah, like it's
It's better than a
no-brainer.
Grammy. It's better than anything that anybody could ever bestow upon you, to be, called upon by the giant oak tree that is Black Sabbath, the
the reason
founders.
that we're all sitting here today.
Of course,
really.
a lot of genres of music don't, like, the founders of they're not alive. You know what I mean? So it was really, really an incredible honor just to be picked to do it. And then, so then
That's
it was
fantastic.
the arduous task of picking the songs.
Well,
we
that
were
was my
gonna do.
next question. So, what way did that go? Was it were you given kind of a list, or was it kind of like you can play this but you can't play this, or this
Yeah.
band has already had
And
dibs on it?
Supernaut's a song I've loved that song. I mean, all their songs are great, but that one I couldn't imagine coming to practice one day as Tony Iommi saying, I got a riff, man. You guys want to see what I got?" And playing that riff and just being like, "That is, you must have sold your soul to learn that riff." And he gave it, the devil gave you that riff.
Yeah,
So to see that it wasn't chosen yet that's the one.
And
Let's do that.
I'm like, we're probably gonna choose this, and someone's gonna swoop in and snag it.
Was it
from
like a
us,
spreadsheet that you kept having to update? And
Because that's what always happens anytime we're asked to do a cover song. You get the B side, some really weird. That's not the one we wanted to do.
man,
Yeah.
it just-
But no, there was obviously there was the songs the Sabbath themselves were gonna do,
yeah,
and so they're doing their biggest hits, and their biggest songs, and then there was a few. Initially, I wanted to do "Children of the Grave" just because our band, like, we live in 6/8. You know what I mean? That heavy metal shuffle that Children of the Grave invented for us. We have a lot of songs that are in that. It's a very, very comfortable wheelhouse for us. But I saw Lamb of God had already picked that. I was like, which I figured it would be scooped up, that one, pretty quickly with, being such an amazing song. But then Supernaut, I was like, what about Supernaut? And like, I felt like I could sing it, So it was kind of maybe come down to that, like, could I pull it off, playing drums and singing it.
of course,
And then when we got picked to open, I was like, man, I think if we crush this, it's going to be the perfect opening kind of song. It's a high energy one. Some of the doomier ones might have been a little, too slow to really kick things off. But this was like the perfect one, I think. And
and like, in terms of, the way Lamb of God, they picked and they actually released it as a single. Would you ever consider? I mean, I don't know. Did you actually record it, or did you guys?
Not yet, but we've been talking about it for sure.
I think we
we're
should.
of course
I mean, we have to.
we're
Yeah.
definitely
We've been playing it every night. And,
we're definitely recording it.
Is that's a part of
We-
that's in the set list now, is it? Like
part of it, yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
And we've recorded it a few times live, and it's come out.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll do a live version, do a studio version.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it'd be great to see that.
But yeah, I mean,
coming out.
it was that show was, I think it's the best show I've ever been to, and it's the best heavy metal show I've ever even
I mean, it was
seen.
kind of
And
like the Live Aid, the Freddie
But it
Mercury
was
Live
just
Aid
the
thing.
energy, because I spent months, like, kind of in my mind, because everybody's asking about it, what's that going to be like? I'm like, I don't know what it's going to be like. Like, for, we've played a million shows, and I've walked out to those drums a million times, and if you asked me what Bloodstock was going to be like 6 months ago, I could probably tell you. because I feel like I know, you know what I mean? 'Cause A, we played it before. B, we've played a lot of shows, and you know, you walk out to your kit, or you walk out on stage with your guitar, and you're
This
like,
was
what's
different.
up? Here you go. And I was like, I literally can't tell you what it's gonna be like, because I don't know the emotion,
Yeah.
the emotion that's surrounding the whole gig. You know what I mean? You don't
There's
know
a lot
how
of
you're gonna be
pressure,
feeling that day.
especially opening, and your heroes, or you know, Black Sabbath is there.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah. You want to do so
you're
good.
playing their song. For me, it was like I didn't want to know any of the details, because when we first
go
were
in
asked to do
blind
it, I
and-
wanted. It's like going to see a new movie. A lot of
Yeah.
times, I don't want to see a preview. I don't want to know. I just want to go in and be completely shocked. And I just didn't. I didn't want the anxiety, which I already had enough of. My wife was there. All our families were
Imagine,
there.
yeah.
And Black Sabbath was there.
Everyone in the world in heavy metal was there.
And all the people watching as well.
But
which
that was
yeah.
another surprising thing to me, was that everybody from all the bands were on the side of the stage right when we were about to go on, and I was like, I didn't expect that
You're
at
like,
all. You know what I mean?
fuck.
No, but that wasn't. I'm telling you right now, like for me, just for me personally, it was not the thing that I thought it was going to be. I was like, I'm going to be so jacked up and nervous that I'm not going to know what to do with this nervous energy. But it turned into something completely different, like this, like. I don't know. I felt like pretty free actually walking out there, and like so.
Oh, nice.
It
so
just felt like
beyond
you're
honored.
part of this family,
Yeah.
this giant family, because
Yeah.
everybody's just walking around. Sammy Hagar's walking around, Steven Tyler. It's like,
Yeah, because I didn't
these-
know Steven Tyler was going to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and some of the footage that we saw that was kind of floating around on, you know, on the social media stuff, everybody just looked like this really relaxed atmosphere.
The
Everyone
playing
is
field was
like,
totally
"Hey."
leveled. You know,
Yeah.
the whole backstage and side stage, everyone was there for the one purpose and one purpose only to honor Black
Ozzy and
Sabbath and
Sabbath,
Ozzy
yeah.
Osbourne.
Princes and
yeah.
paupers and kings all walking and eating
Yeah.
together. And
Yeah, it was awesome.
I saw
No,
a
it was
clip of-
really, really, really incredible. The love that was coming off the side of the stage. That's what I think. You know, everybody walked
Yeah.
out there like, let's do our.
Just
let's
feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Lars, I saw a thing where he was like, it's like heavy metal summer camp.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it was also like, you know, cool to see like a band like Tool, for instance. Like everyone
Yeah.
was kind of out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's like you just, there's a stage. You got to get up there and play for 20 minutes. That's all you got. So we had to, you know, curb our set and pick out songs, and just to watch every band like Metallica and these giant bands, Alice in Chains, get up there and just play like 15, 20 minutes.
No.
And then jump off.
Yeah,
It was
Alice in
wild.
Chains, Slayer, everyone was crushing it. I was out in the front. We were all out in the front, like just like, oh my god, this is the most amazing show ever. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, it's almost like you don't want it to happen. Like you don't want you know Ozzy's coming up, but
Yeah.
you don't want it.
Yeah.
Like you almost are like, please don't, because you know it's gonna be the last time that you're ever gonna see these songs performed live. I was, you know, for weeks I'm telling my lady back home, I'm like, I'm gonna get emotional when Ozzy comes out. I think I'm gonna get emotional. But I didn't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then as soon as his throne came
Throne
up
came
from
up out of
underground, everybody just burst into tears, and I was like, oh, we're all there at the same place.
yeah.
And then when the Mr. Crowley organ, it was so loud, and you could see Ozzy's face, and he was like,
It was like
Oh my
watching
God,
like
it was
the first rocket ship take off to the moon. It was just like, oh my god!
And you
what's
could see there was
happening?
moments where you could see he was kind of like, I want to get out of my,
Yeah.
you know, I want
Yeah.
to stand up. And
but it was the most intense, emotional, musical experience I think I ever had in my whole life.
I mean,
Yeah.
he grew up in that area, and that's the reason they picked that arena to play in.
Oh, I know, yeah. just
because
the
they could have
affiliation.
sold out Wembley for like 3 nights in a row, but
Yeah.
they chose that because when he was a kid and he was poor,
They used
he
to
would
sneak in.
He would sneak in, or he would listen from the outside and listen to the games. And
Geezer grew up like right behind it.
Yeah. I just read his
so it had a lot
book,
of
actually, recently.
significance of being, because I was like, why are they
Oh,
playing?
man.
Why are they playing here? So they could sell 5 times as many seats, but that
Yeah,
It was
it was
perfect.
very emotional.
I
you know?
think so.
And
Not
just
a
just
dry
Birmingham in
eye.
general, the day before, like walking around the city
And
was
the bunting, they
it
had
was
Black
the
Sabbath
bunting,
bunting, yeah.
and there's just Black Sabbath pouring out of every pub,
There's
and
murals everywhere,
and
and a
metalheads
museum.
everywhere. It just a queue for like 3 hours to sit on the bench, and just
Yeah.
people everywhere,
There
like
were
Black Sabbath, Black Sabbath.
thousands and thousands of
Those are the
people
things
that
I didn't.
came to
Those are the
Birmingham.
things I didn't expect, because, like I said, I kind of just blocked that out of my mind. And of course, the first day it was announced, people come out of the woodwork. Hey, I need some guest list tickets. I'm like, don't fucking ask me for
Yeah.
tickets. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm only inviting my wife. And
Yeah.
then my wife and I got to walk around in Birmingham, and it was like, this is really sinking in that the whole city is embracing this fucking dark black Sabbath metal band. The whole city's like, we're proud that this is where
they're talking
and
about.
I didn't expect that at all. It was amazing.
Reopening the Crown.
Yeah, I saw that.
And doing so. I think
They need to do it.
Yeah.
They gotta do that.
That bar, right?
that
I mean, it's Black Sabbath city. I mean, it was just like I was pretty. It just reaffirmed like the real deep strength of the heavy metal community, and just how amazing of a genre that it is, and that it has become. You know, Black Sabbath being like I said, the big tree trunk that goes through the whole middle of it, and then all the branches that come off of it, whether it be Metallica, Priest and Maiden and us and the millions of bands, but Black Sabbath is the focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just being in the city and being surrounded by all the love and
so many
awesome.
people from so many different countries and places.
They just flown there just to be there.
I ended up, going to see the bridge, and we cut around the back way with our map or whatever, and we're like, "What's that big line for over there?" We got up to the bridge, like, "Oh, it's for this." Fuck.
Yeah,
And so we kind of stood there, and people came up and. You know, they were, I'm from fucking, all over the world.
You know, it's
great.
just a reminder that, like, growing up, Ozzy was there all the time, and these immortal guys, that created this music. But it's a reminder that they're not going to be here forever, and you have to just, if you get the opportunity to go and see these bands, like, go and see them, because that's the end of a really special time in the history of metal. I think that was a big reminder to people about Ozzy and passing away, because I was really shocked, even though he didn't look well. But
it's like he waited to do that.
It
was
obviously
just
such a shock.
In hindsight, you're like, man, he really held on so he could do that one final
and it
show.
makes it really, like, kind of hits you here that he did
absolutely.
it. But just very quickly, you're back here at Bloodstock, and it's so amazing to have you back up on the main stage there tonight. I just wanted to ask you about just approaching a festival like Bloodstock now that you've played before, and having such a massive discography to choose from. Like, would you be throwing something kind of left to center into the set list tonight? Like, will you be doing the Sabbath cover tonight, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
We've been going over very well, and it's very fresh, and Ozzy's passing, and it's our homage to him.
Yeah. We've been we've been all Ozzy Sabbath since that. And since before that, since we got picked to do the thing, it's just been laser focus on Sabbath.
Black Sabbath shirt every day.
Every day. Yeah, awesome. And then when, if you do get the chance, which you probably won't, because there's people out there, there's a huge big memorial Ozzy wall, 17-meter Ozzy wall that people have been signing all weekend, which has been
I saw that on the socials, and I'm definitely gonna after our set, I want to roll out there and sign it.
Yeah, if you can, just go out in disguise or something like that.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm just a drummer.
Well, you're a drummer in Mastodon, man, which is fucking, not just any drummer. But listen, I could talk to you just all day about all these fabulous things, and especially with the Sabbath thing. It was great to have you here.
We're super excited to play tonight. I mean, we feel like the UK and Bloodstock, and it is so connected to Ozzy and Sabbath, and more so than any other place that we get to go and that we get to perform. So we do kind of take all that to heart when we're up there on stage. But we also do love this festival. The last time we played was awesome, and we can see that 2016, I think.
16, yeah.
It's been a while. I think that
it's 9 years
it just continues to grow, and gain steam within the metal festivals all throughout Europe and in the UK, and so we're super stoked to be here, especially with our good friends in Gojira.
Yes, who are gonna kill it tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna crush. They always do, and so we couldn't be more stoked.
Yeah, well, we're delighted that you're here.
And again,
guys.
the weather.
I know.
Let's not curse it.
No, don't curse. It's not.
It's like a winter's day in Atlanta, right? We'll put it that way.
Pretty much.
Well, listen, guys, it was an absolute pleasure to have you on, and thank you so much. And
thank you
best luck
for
with
having
everything
us.
going forward. And we just look forward to everything that you have coming up well into the end of this year and next year and beyond. So, listen, guys, what do I have to say? It's Mastodon. Give it up for them. Bloodstock 2025. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Amazing.